This is exactly right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
And we know how important it is to take care of it with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one. I've always used CeraVe.
They have little samples at my dermatologist as I'm leaving, and they don't do that with just anything.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Bye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye. Hello,
and welcome
to My Favorite Murder,
the Minisode.
Yeah.
Do you know what we do here? Well, we're about to show you.
We're going to show you and tell you.
We're going to tell you, but first show you.
Yes, those things. I'm first, right?
You're first.
Okay. I'm not reading you the subject line. Okay. This email has been sitting in my drafts folder for forever, but you guys just asked for fucked up bone stories, basically calling me out. This sounds fake. I promise it isn't. Let's get into it, shall we? I grew up in South San Jose. Hey, NorCal.
Hey.
In a suburban neighborhood of tract homes that were built in the early 70s. I was in second grade at the time of this incident, making it about 1991, 1991 or 2. It was a Sunday, and my dad was setting about to transplant a bush from the front yard to the backyard. I scampered off down the street to play with friends before I could be roped into any sort of forced labor. Apparently, the proper procedure for transplanting a bush involves digging around the roots and attempting to leave the plant with enough root material that it's able to survive in its new home. Got it.
Sure.
The first shovelful or two passed uneventfully, but something small and white came up with the third. My dad picked up the object to examine it more closely and found himself holding a bone. Maybe a previous owner of our home had buried a beloved family pet in the front yard. In true dad fashion, he set the bone aside and went back to the task at hand. The next shovelful of dirt, however, cleared up any pet cemetery questions. There, peeking out from under the damn bush, was a human skull.
Holy shit.
There was a whole dead person in our front yard. Gets worse. I looked up from playing down the street to find a cop car in my driveway. Lots of police came. A coroner came. They dug up the rest of the skeleton, which was about 1.5 feet below the surface, and curled in a fetal position around the roots of the bush. The first bone that had been set aside was a finger bone. After much examination, it was determined that this was no recently buried body. In fact, it had been there for a very, very long time. Unbeknownst to us or anyone else in our neighborhood, our unassuming tract homes had been built unceremoniously upon a traditional native burial ground.
No.
This is the plot of Poltergeist.
Yes, it is.
Is this person lying?
They just moved the headstones. Yeah. That's why they said it sounds like a lie, but it's not.
Yeah. The skeleton that had been unearthed in our yard was that of a Mwekma Ohlone man in his 30s who had passed hundreds of years before.
Wow.
As a second grader, I was thrilled that ours was the most interesting house on the street for a while. We even made it into the newspaper. A group of archaeology students from San Jose State spent the summer combing through the rest of our yard, looking for other artifacts. I'm not sure if they ever found anything. We were informed that it was very probable that there were other bodies buried within our property lines and advised not to dig too deep. Once it had been thoroughly examined, the fate of the skeleton had to be determined. His descendants, current tribal members, informed my parents that the remains could be moved to the graveyard at Mission San Jose or be reburied in our front yard. Since it was his place before it was ours, the remains were returned to where they had been found. He remains there to this day.
Nice.
Stay sexy and maybe don't build houses on someone else's sacred ground. Marissa, she, her.
That's wild.
I know.
And then what a beautiful thing that they did. So yes, that's where that person belongs. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, so wild.
Okay. I won't read you the subject line, but it does say Bay Area hometown.
Okay.
This is the effects of, we were just in Oakland, right? It just says, "What's up, MFM fam? I grew up in a small suburb of the Bay Area named Millbrae. I tried to think of something cool to rep about our town, but sadly nothing comes to mind." Anyways, on to the story. Well, let me just stop you there, because here's what reps Millbrae. Almost all of my cousins grew up in Millbrae.
Oh.
Millbrae was where like 3 or 4 of my uncles and aunts settled out after they moved out of San Francisco.
Wow.
We spent lots of time in Millbrae growing up. So I think your town is cool. Okay. So at some point, you've asked for stories about people hiding in houses / ceilings, and boy, do I have one for you. At my high school, once you hit your senior year, you get to elect for all the cool classes like cooking, leadership, yearbook, you know, the classes with no homework. The leadership class was the coveted class to get into and was taught by Mr. L, who was always full of energy and fun. Everybody wanted to be in his class because he was always thinking of insane things to create for rallies or murals to paint around the school. You had to apply and get accepted into the class. That's how many seniors wanted to be there. As the school year came to its halfway point, we noticed Mr. L disappearing a lot from class at random times, until that fateful week that we all became aware of what he was doing when we couldn't find him. Turns out, he was crawling around in the ceilings of the school, installing cameras above the stalls in the girls' bathrooms.
Ew, what a creep.
He first convinced the yearbook teacher to switch storage closets with him, which was conveniently located next to the bathrooms, cut an entry point into the ceiling, and would crawl in there during class, passing periods, and at lunch. He also installed a camera on the underside of his desk to film girls unknowingly in class.
Ew.
I remember all week girls getting pulled into the principal's office to be made aware that they were on the tapes.
Oh, Jesus.
You could see the small holes above the stalls for months after. That's so fucking...
But they didn't fill them in.
They didn't. Because don't you just have to replace that one tile?
Oh, just leave them.
Fuck. And we even saw the entry into the ceiling in the storage closet.
Whoa.
It turns out Mr. L wasn't the energetic cool teacher. He was a child predator whose energy was, in fact, fueled by meth.
Fuck. Wow.
Second shoe drop. After he was arrested, his YouTube account got leaked.
Oh, this is recent then. I was picturing like the 70s. So he was posting this shit.
No, he wasn't posting that, it doesn't look like. After he was arrested, his YouTube account got leaked, to which we found videos of meth-fueled ramblings.
Oh, dear. Those are the worst kind of ramblings.
I thought our content was cringe. So we should definitely do some meth-fueled ramblings.
Absolutely. Fan call. Hey, fan call. This one's just for you.
It's us in the 90s.
Fan called exclusive. Meth-fueled rambling.
I have some more insane stories from my wife, who grew up in a religious cult that tried to resurrect a teenage girl for 3 days after she had passed. But I'll save that for another time. Stay sexy and hug the nurses in your life because they probably need it these days. Sarah.
Wow. That's just so fucked up. I was like, that's from the 70s or 80s. Like, that shit doesn't happen anymore. And it's like, nope, that's from recently.
That's a recent one, and it's a real problem. And now that they have those weird Google glasses that can record you, and they just look like glasses, but they're video recorders. Have you heard of those?
Yeah, but I don't want to know too much about them.
Okay. Well, just know that if somebody's like, what did you just say, with glasses on?
Don't say anything stupid.
Then you just start singing any Disney song.
Oh, right, because you can't. So smart.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. There's nothing better than just laying around.
Whether you're fully horizontal or at a slant, it cannot be beaten.
Unless, of course, you have a Lola blanket.
Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra-soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
Their products are machine washable and double hemmed for durability, and they stay flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
And there's more. Lola also makes weighted blankets, matching pillow sets, and super soft pet beds.
Lola is a great go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something your loved ones can actually use every day.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blankets products with code MFM at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MFM to get 40% off your order.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Goodbye.
Okay, here's my next one. I'm not going to read you the title. Hey, besties. I'm here today to tell you a story from my family history. This is all about fucking the witch trials.
Yeah.
In the year of our Lord, 1692, in Salem, Massachusetts, my great, and then it says, that's 11 greats. I'm not going to read them all.
Wow.
Grandmother, Marytown Estee, was accused by a neighbor girl of witchcraft. She was likely accused in the first place, of course, actually by this poor little girl's father or uncle who had a real problem with ladies owning land due to how hard she was fighting back against the witch trials happening around her.
Yeah.
She actually wrote an incredible petition directly to the governor of Massachusetts, begging him to come and end the persecution. She was unfortunately hanged on September 22nd, 1692, after being convicted of witchcraft, and the governor returned to Salem only weeks after to put a stop to all this madness. Isn't that crazy? There were people in the state who
could have done something
and didn't believe in what was happening. Yeah,
right.
Also,
it's so sad that he didn't come in time, but then what she did actually saved a bunch of other women.
Well, here you go. I have known about Mary and my connection to her for several years, but what I recently learned on a trip to Salem is that she had 2 sisters also accused of witchcraft. Rebecca Nurse, the oldest sister, was hanged the same day as Mary, and the younger sister, Sarah Cloyce, was saved from execution, likely partly in thanks to Mary's petition. Several years after the Salem trials, Sarah Cloyce was given 3 sovereign coins in reparations, which would be about $4 then in 1700s money. So today,
$4 in the 1700s would be around $80,000.
$3,000.
Oh.
Says, so yeah, sorry the state murdered your sisters, but here's $3,000 about it. Which I love. Anywho, 3 sisters, witches in Salem, sound familiar? That's right. My ancestors served as the real life inspiration for the Sanderson sisters from the legendary Hocus Pocus.
Holy shit.
I know.
Girl.
I know. And then it says, fuck the patriarchy for real. I love you ladies and all you stand for, and I'm happy to continue my family legacy of being a loudmouth bitch who has to be hung to shut up and submit.
Yes.
Allie, she, her.
That's right, Allie.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my God.
I know.
What a
Powerful.
legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, dang, Allie. That was a great one.
Yeah.
Okay. The subject line of this email is stop storming off when you're drunk.
Ooh, I've done that. You just brought some bad fucking memories up real quick.
I mean,
you brought some bad, like, I'm so lucky I'm not dead memories up.
Well, here
Let's
we
hear
go.
it. Oh,
Because,
God.
And away we go. This says, ladies and Stephen in parentheses. Stephen. Look, listen, I was not a well-behaved teen. You know how it is. My sister and I are less than 2 years apart. Very close and got up to all kinds of trouble in our youth. More on that another time. When I was 16, my sister, a few friends, and myself decided we should go to San Francisco for my birthday and get into trouble. And then in parentheses, it says, why were we so dumb? And it's like, I'll tell you. Yeah. Because wherever you lived around San Francisco had nothing going on.
Absolutely nothing.
The only place to go. San Francisco was about a 3-hour drive. Oh, no. Oof. Where did she live? Monterey or some shit?
That's like Sacramento, too, isn't it?
Sacramento would be like 2. Maybe they lived in like Ukiah or something. San Francisco was about a 3-hour drive from where we lived, and it was doable, so we did it. Wanting to go out and drink, but only being 16 years old, we came up with a plan. We hypothesized that if we were to stroll into a busy bar, all dressed up and cute, and just take a seat, eventually some drinking age type gentleman would buy us ladies a drink. I'd love to tell you we were wrong. Unfortunately, we were, all caps, exactly right. Yeah. I don't remember a lot of what happened that night, but I do remember my sister throwing up in the bathroom. I also remember getting into an argument with one of my girlfriends and storming off down the street by myself. Parentheses, I know, but live and learn, right? I didn't even make it to the next street light when I was approached by a man. He asked me if I wanted a ride or something to that effect. I declined, but he didn't like that. He swiftly swooped me up, threw me over his shoulder, and hastily began to walk towards a nearby parking garage. She's a drunk teenager.
Oh, my
alone.
God.
A drunk teenager alone.
Yeah, in a big city.
Yeah. Luckily, I had enough sense to begin kicking and screaming. Even luckier, though, my friends were not that far and heard the commotion. They ran up to the man and screamed at him to put me down with so much force and veracity that they drew the attention of other people nearby. Then he set me down and ran to the parking garage. Broke, scared, and completely wasted, we flagged down a taxi that was passing by and explained the situation to the driver. This kind man picked up 4 drunk-as-fuck teenage girls and dropped us back off at our hotel and didn't charge us for the ride.
Oh, my God.
I was lucky, all caps. Lucky that my friends were nearby and lucky that they had the courage to verbally assault my would-be kidnapper, forcing him to flee. I'm a grown-up now with an adult nursing job and adult bills, as well as 2 children of my own at home. I'm also a helicopter parent because I know the kind of shenanigans kids get up to when they leave the house without supervision, and I also know what kind of predators lie in wait. Thank you both so much for what you do. Listening to your dynamic makes me feel like I'm talking to my little sister. She is still my best friend to this day. Recently, I convinced her to listen to the pod as we were both enamored with true crime. And then in parentheses, it says, she loves, of course. I love you both dearly and listen to the podcast while my 12-hour night shifts drag on and on at the hospital.
Holy shit.
Hope to meet you both someday. Stay sexy and don't, all caps, walk off by yourself like ever. Love always, Jess.
I can't even blame mine on being a teen. I was in my 20s, and guess where I walked off alone at night, drunk? New Orleans.
Oh.
And lucky the person who came after me was a friend, this dude who saw me leave, and he was like, oh, no, and walked me back to my hotel room. Oh, wow. Like, fucking thanks, dude.
I mean, also in towns like that where the tourism is based on tourists getting drunk, there is a whole sub-business of, like, picking off drunk tourists.
Totally.
In all different kinds of ways.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Fucked up. Tell us your stories so we don't feel so bad.
I know. Yes, exactly. We can all collectively shudder about the stupid things we did when we were drunk and 16. And then
29.
Really? Oh, and 29. Well, we're always 16.
Yeah, in our hearts, we're 16.
That's right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. There's nothing better than just laying around.
Whether you're fully horizontal or at a slant, it cannot be beaten.
Unless, of course, you have a Lola blanket.
Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra-soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
Their products are machine washable and double hemmed for durability, and they stay flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
And there's more. Lola also makes weighted blankets, matching pillow sets, and super soft pet beds.
Lola is a great go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something your loved ones can actually use every day.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blankets products with code MFM at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MFM to get 40% off your order.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Goodbye.
Okay, this is called My Toddler Sees Dead People. Greetings, accolades, and whatnot. This is the story about the time my son outed grandma's secret lover. And then it says, or so I thought. And then Molly reminded us that we asked for or so we thought themed stories.
Yes, that's...
We still want them.
Yes, or so we
Outed
thought.
my grandma's secret lover, or so I thought. In 2018, my husband tragically lost his mother to cancer. Even though she passed before our son was born, we always talk fondly about Grandma Sheila to our now 3-year-old to keep her memory alive. Our son adores looking at pictures of his grandma and hearing stories about her life. One day, while digging in his sandbox, my toddler, unprompted, announced, "Grandma's with Kevin." "Kevin?" I asked. "Yeah," he replied. "Who is Kevin, you ask? We have no idea." I asked my husband if he knew who our son could be talking about, but nothing rang a bell. He has never met anyone named Kevin in his short life, the son, not the husband, and is only familiar with Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Is this who he meant, or did Grandma have a secret companion she was reunited with in the afterlife? I tried to think back to her funeral. Were there any mysterious figures standing inconspicuously in the back of the cemetery secretly mourning her death? I don't think so.
Can I just make a guess?
No, you can't.
Okay.
So our son continued to bring Grandma and Kevin every so often, but the mystery of Kevin endured. Don't say anything.
I won't.
Fast forward a few months when we lost my beloved grandpa, who we affectionately called Bubba. We explained to our son that Bubba had passed away and was now with Jesus. Shortly after this, while driving to daycare, my son announced from his car seat that Grandma and Bubba are at Kevin's. Again, I thought, who the heck is Kevin? And then it hit me. Buddy, I asked, do you mean Grandma and Bubba are in heaven? To which he raised both his hands into the air and replied, "Yeah, up in the sky." We thought it was Kevin. I have never felt more dumb. Of course, my son was not channeling Grandma's secret lover or referencing Macaulay Culkin's iconic character. He was just a little off with his pronunciation. Love the pod and all you do. Stay sexy and do Kevin's mission. Corrine rhymes with chlorine.
My guess was that did he mean Jesus? But that's
No.
kind of a crazy
That
one
would be-
because it doesn't sound like.
Kevin and no, but you could, yeah, I see it.
I mean, I don't know. That's so good.
He's with Kevin.
He's with Kev. I told you that when Nora was really little, and for some reason this memory really embarrasses her. But now that she's an adult, I can embarrass her.
Yeah.
One time they were driving down this little street in Petaluma, like where Copperfield's Books is, Kentucky. It was just like a little main drag with all the businesses on it. And there was a couple walking, an old couple, like walking hand in hand. And Nora looked out the window and goes, "Oh, they're walking in Jesus' love." And my sister was like, "What the fuck?"
Wow, where did she get that from?
From her Catholic grammar school that she went to.
Right.
They're walking in Jesus. And every time I say it, I think she's going to laugh with me. And she's like,
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
"You're super Christian when you were 4. Okay. I'm not going to read you the subject line. It just starts. My parents were high school sweethearts and married young after my dad joined the military, moving us to Florida. 13 years later, the marriage ended bitterly when I was 9, and a few years later, they married other people. Fast forward to my senior year of college, my dad, now living in Corpus Christi, got the much-needed therapy he needed to begin the journey of overcoming his PTSD from serving in the military and began to address his demons.
Wow.
One day in September, he had a panic attack at work so bad he thought he had a heart attack, and I rushed to Corpus from San Antonio in record time. He was fine, but shaken up. The next morning, my mom texted me and asked how he was doing. I texted back, "He's great, take a look," and sent her a photo. She replied, "Wow, he looks really good." I told my dad about this exchange and her comment. He grabbed my phone and, looking at the text, looked like a teenager who was just told his crush liked him back.
Shut the fuck up.
They began texting, and a few months later, in December, reunited to watch me walk the stage with my bachelor's degree. Turns out they had been reconnecting via text for months and went out on their first date, just dinner, the weekend I graduated.
Oh my God.
End of story, right? Wrong. My dad had divorced his second wife, but my mom was still married. 2 months later, my stepdad's cancer, which we thought had gone into remission 4 years earlier, had come back with a vengeance. I was on the first flight back to Florida and was able to have one conversation with him before he passed a week later.
Oh my God.
My mom was racked with guilt because she had intended to leave my stepdad to go back to my dad. A few
messy, so messy.
So messy. A few months later, my dad flew to Florida and helped her pack up and move to Texas. A year later, they had a small apartment together, and less than a year after that, they were remarried in a small courthouse ceremony a few miles from where they met.
Oh my God.
And just so you know, the subject line of this email is, "I parent trapped my parents." I found your podcast in 2022, shortly after I gave birth to my daughter, and postpartum depression and anxiety had me in a chokehold. I went all the way back to the first episode, and your voices got me through one of the worst periods of my life as I cared for my newborn. It took me 2 years to catch up, and I now listen religiously. My husband and I just went to see your live show in Austin a few weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Like many others have said, thank you so much for speaking so vehemently about mental health.
What? I've always thought that's such a trip. Like, as someone whose parents divorced when I was 5, there was one, they didn't like each other. They never talked. There was one moment in time in high school where they suddenly got along and I'd see them together and it was just so fucking weird. Like,
yeah,
to see your parents together and that be weird is a weird feeling. You know what I mean?
Right, because it just wasn't the norm for you.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, that's a trip. Oh, I love reuniting stories, but I don't like that this poor stepdad.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where, like, that mother must have, it's not just guilt.
Yeah.
I bet she was overwhelmed with the synchronicity where it's like, it's just the thing that's happening. And it's almost like you didn't want that to happen.
No,
you
of course
just
not. Oh, yeah.
God.
Messy.
So messy.
Send us your messy family stories at myfavoritemurder@gmail.com. The messier, the better.
The messier, the better. I remember seeing a woman who was, there was a boy in my class who I liked, and so I paid way too much attention to what he was doing. Mm-hmm. And his parents got divorced, and then his dad started dating a woman who looked literally exactly like the mother. And that woman was the worker in the place where me and my dad just were. So when we got into the car, I go, that's so-and-so's dad's new girlfriend. And the girlfriend looks exactly like the ex-wife. Mm-hmm. And I was like, isn't that weird? Mario goes, Karen, you never know what people are going to do. Like, he gave this thing as if he had been waiting to talk about it forever, but it was just this super general thing of people are nuts.
Or everybody has a type. And they stick, even adults.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You never know what people are going to do. I was like, oh, that's very true. Yeah.
Well, we know what you're going to do, and that's having listened to this
Turn
already.
It off.
Yeah. We appreciate you having listened. Thank you so much.
And send us your stories. If you have anything related to anything you just heard and you would like to add to the conversation.
Yeah, anything at all.
myfavoritemurder@gmail.com. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producers are Alejandra Keck and Molly Smith.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram at myfavoritemurder.
Listen to My Favorite Murder on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now you can watch us on Exactly Right's YouTube page. And while you're there, please like and subscribe.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Calling all amateur detectives and podcast obsessives.
Virgin Voyage's second true crime voyage sets sail March 20th, 2027 for a 5-night escape to Grand Turk and the Beach Club at Bimini.
As part of the On Air at Sea collection, this immersive sailing brings together fan favorite podcasts, including Disgraceland, Buried Bones, and Wisecrack, for live recordings, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive meet and greets, and crime-themed programming that you won't find anywhere else.
All aboard our award-winning, kid-free ships.
Head over to virginvoyages.com/truecrime to secure your spot.
Goodbye.
This episode sponsored by She's Birdie. Every woman knows that feeling, and She's Birdie knows it too. The just in case feeling. Just in case I hear something. Just in case someone tries the door. Just in case I need to wake up fast. It's not fear, it's awareness. And Birdie Box from She's Birdie was made for exactly that. Birdie Box is a portable travel door alarm designed by She's Birdie for hotels, dorms, Airbnbs, and anywhere you're staying away from home. It installs in seconds on the door frame, and if the door is opened, it activates a loud siren and flashing strobe to help draw attention instantly. She's Birdie, because peace of mind should check in with you. Birdie Box by She's Birdie. Visit shesbirdie.com. That's SHESBIRDIE.com. And order your Birdie Box before your next stay away from home.